Hello, welcome to this again. Now I can already tell this video is going to be probably a multi-day project, and you're probably going to see the time of day change throughout the video. And that's because I want to see just how many OSs you can dual boot at once. Now I'm planning on installing versions of Windows from oldest to newest, which means we have to start with Windows 2000. Now this wouldn't really be considered dual booting after I've installed more than 2 operating systems, but, you know, dual booting just sounds cooler. Now we are on the same laptop as the last video, the Windows Whistler installing video, and I probably would start with Windows Whistler just because it'd be funny, but I actually don't have Windows Whistler installed on this thing anymore because I tried to make a different video of me installing Windows Longhorn. It didn't work. It just didn't. So we're starting with Windows 2000 and we're going to be formatting the hard drive from there. I would soon realize that this is an awful idea. Now I hope to install versions of Windows from Windows 2000 up to Windows 7 and maybe try Windows 10, but I don't really know about that one. Actually, should I bother with Windows 8? I don't know. Oh, we blue screened. Okay, cool. Wasn't expecting. Man, we failed so fast. Okay then. Inaccessible boot device. I'm guessing that's because I'm doing this off of a USB and not a CD. Well, I guess I'm burning a CD already. We have a disk now. Hey. Oh no, this thing doesn't have quick format, does it? Oh. Alright, so for some context, that time lapse was going on for 25 minutes, and I have to go, like I have to leave, so I'm just gonna let this sit, and just continue this when I get back. So as you can probably tell, a lot of time has passed, and I haven't touched the computer since I left. So it seems to have advanced to the language select screen. We're just gonna keep it like this. I'm now realizing I'm gonna have to prepare the product key. Dang it. Now you think the first result on Google would actually be correct. Oh! I call it Jiga 2000. Sure. And now we're installing start menu items. Now it's registering components. And now it's saving settings. And now it's done. That is bright. Oh my god, I have my phone at the lowest brightness it can go, and that is still super bright. Okay, yeah, maybe I should turn on some lights. Now, I don't plan on installing drivers for these, just because I really don't feel like it. Alright, here we go. We have Windows 2000 Professional installed. Whoop-de-doo-dah. Programs, accessories, games. Pinball! Oh no, it's in 16 colors. Ooh. You know what? It's fine. We can play a game of pinball. Man, this looks really ugly in 16 colors. It does not look like something you'd want to eat. Alright, that's Windows 2000. Now let's move on to Windows XP, where there's going to be another time change because I have things to do. Here we have Windows XP on a USB stick. I am plugging it into the laptop. I'm now realizing a problem that might arise. I've never actually dual booted an OS before, and I don't know if you're supposed to put them on separate partitions or the same partition. We're just gonna go with one big partition and hope I don't break something. It just made only a partition of like half the disk. So this is unpartitioned space and this is just partition. This just contains another OS. Yep, we're gonna continue setup and we are going to leave the file system. Let's hope this doesn't overwrite anything. the setup restarted. Now it should be on the hard drive. There we go. And I did see a bootloader screen for a second, which means Windows 2000 is hopefully still on this thing. So I just went through like 5 product keys, and turns out I'm being an idiot. You could just skip the product key in Windows XP. Alright, we are back in plop, and that means the computer rebooted. So hopefully, when I boot off the hard drive, yes! We have both Windows 2000 and Windows XP. Let's boot into Windows XP to just finish the installation. And then I will boot into Windows 2000 to make sure that it still works. Now, of course, there's no audio drivers, so unfortunately you won't be able to hear the epic music. But you can see the epic video in a very choppy frame rate. No. And that's it. There we go. That is Windows XP installed. Now I'm going to restart the computer just to make sure that Windows 2000 is also working. So yep, Windows 2000 gets started. Exit. And move on to Windows Vista. This one's the bad one, apparently. I don't know, I never really had an opinion for Windows Vista, but here we have it. There we go. How about we install this to unpartitioned space here? We're only going to do 25. We still have some things to install. Now let's just hope that this gets added to one big bootloader. As you can maybe see, there is hard drive partition 1 and 2, which makes sense. Vista should be on partition 2, but I'm hoping that one of these bootloaders will detect, hey, there's other OSs on the other partition. We're gonna pop that in there, or else I'm gonna have to go through a lot of trouble. Oh no! That's not good. I was just talking about boot manager. The boot manager's missing. How did that happen? I think we're gonna have to reinstall Windows Vista. We're gonna give partition 1 a shot. So apparently this one is Windows Vista now. It found the other OSs and made a boot manager around it. And then I guess it just deleted the other one? This does not look like Windows Vista. That does not look like something you'd see out of Windows Vista. Oh great, it's just adding dots. Wonder how many dots it's gonna get to. Place your bets in the comments now. Don't add any context to the comment, just put the number. I really wish Windows installers had like a view more details button that just like showed everything happening. That'd be cool. Then I'd know why it's taking so long. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the default flower picture. Sure, Jiga PC, and we're gonna start with the Northern Lights, baby. Thank you. Getting it done just got more fun. I will say, Windows Vista looks incredible, in my opinion. Like, it looks so cool. Windows 7 also looks really nice. I feel like Windows Vista really uses the arrow theme a whole lot more, and it looks so cool. The reason why I was excited for Windows 11 is because it looked to be going back to the arrow theme slightly with, you know, its transparency effects. And also it looked more like macOS, and I like the look of macOS, so that's why I'm a proud Windows 11 user. Hey? We have sound! Yeah, we have sound. That's cool. Unless I wanted to connect some speakers, some better speakers. This is as high as we're going. We got Windows Vista. Let me see. There's no way I'm getting the arrow theme to work on this because I'd have to download the drivers, which I don't really want to do. Higher screen resolution. Never hurt anybody. I hope. That's about all I can play. This laptop is made for Windows Vista. And it says, TV and video may not work as expected because the video card does not meet the minimum memory requirement of 64 megabytes of video RAM. You know, people say the reason why Vista failed is because of compatibility issues, and I just can't understand why. Games. You can play Purple Place. I didn't even know this existed until like half a year ago. No! Can I at least play Minesweeper? No. Oh, Purple Place opened. Oh my god. There's so much delay. It's so laggy. Can I at least play a fun game of small Minesweeper? I don't know how to play Minesweeper. I'm gonna restart this thing and see how that bootloader's doing. Because last time we checked, it was not doing very well. So it's here, but what if I go to earlier version? Yo! We're in business. We have 3 versions of Windows installed and triple booting on this computer. Now on to Windows 7. Alright, we have a Windows 7 USB stick. We're going to be testing this USB stick with it. Alright, let's boot into Plop. Get Windows 7 installed. Should be a very similar setup process to Windows Vista, because, you know, they're the same OS. I'm kidding. Please don't yell at me in the comments. Their setups are the exact same. Windows 7 has got to be my favorite Windows OS. It's just so good. Alright, we're gonna install. Yep, I accept the license terms. I have installed Windows 7 so many times. We're going to install it on this unallocated space. We're gonna set this to, I think Windows 7 needed 32 gigabytes total. Or 16, I think it needed 16. And then Windows 10 needs 32 gigabytes, but I don't know if we'll get to Windows 10. We might stop at Windows 8 just because of storage concerns. And this is gonna take another while, so I'm just gonna boink. Alright, we're restarting again. Let's see how many bootloaders freak out this time. Alright, we have 3 partitions to choose from this time. I'm just gonna go with number 1 again, because that seems to be the one that works the best. Alright. So it said Windows Vista. So yeah, it seems to have grouped the Windows XP and Windows 2000 installs into one bootloader and then all the others into one new one. Setup is starting services. Setup is starting services. Alright, we're back on the completing installation thing. Hopefully this one doesn't take as long. Setup will continue after restarting your computer. Oh boy. I kind of wish I was doing this on a separate hard drive, but I don't have a separate hard drive, just so that I could have this just massive hard drive of like 7 Windows versions that I can just boot into. Alright, I am desperately trying to get my phone to focus. Good enough. Jiga, and it's going to be... And also, oh my god, this looks awful. on the camera. I fixed it. Let's go. Arrow's enabled. Yeah, it did get the graphics driver. That's Arrow. Let's get some Minesweeper action up in here. Advanced. No! Just gonna show you Purple Place actually running at a decent speed. Yeah, having graphics drivers makes things so much better. We gotta listen to the epic music that's built into Windows 7. There it is. I think Windows Media Center in Windows 7 is beautiful. Like, oh my god. This looks like the Zune. I'm now realizing this just looks like the Zune. Here it is. Here it is. Visualize. Oh man, that's lame. I swear if these are just ripped from Media Player. It's just ripped from Media Player. Ha, there's not even that many. Alright, I'm hoping that's non-copyright. Alright, so we now have Windows 7, Windows Vista, Windows XP, and Windows 2000 installed on this computer. Quadruple booting it. I'm gonna go higher. I'm installing Windows 8. It's been a day, and I have Windows 8 on a USB stick. Oh my... Whoa. Well, here we go. Now we have Windows 8, and it is running very poorly. That's some smooth scrolling right there. So yeah, here's Windows 8 with its half arrow, half not looking. Alright, so that's Windows 8. Let's restart it just to get a spectacle of everything. There we go. Choose an operating system, 8.1, Vista, 7, and earlier version of Windows. Let's see, does this thing still work? Let's see, does Windows 2000 work after all this time? No! No! Windows 2000 broke! No! I'm not reinstalling Windows 2000, but I'm going to see how Windows XP is doing if Windows 2000 is dying. Oh, well then, I cannot log in. I'm still calling that a win. We have Windows 10 on a USB stick. We're gonna go with custom, because we need to pop this on a... The selected disk has the maximum number of partitions? You can have a maximum number of partitions? Well, I guess that answers our question of how many versions of Windows you can dual boot at once. At least on one hard drive. The answer is 5. Which means we are now dual booting Windows 2000, almost, Windows XP, barely, Windows Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 8.1 on one hard drive. So there's your answer. How many versions of Windows can you dual boot on one hard drive? 5. The answer is 5. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. If you have something to say, leave it in the comments. And if you want to see more, then subscribe. And with that, I will be seeing you.